Hi everyone, Dave from Daily Tech TV here, and I've got a question from iRobles787. If it's not broken, why fix it? I like the way it is, and that's in a comment to one of my previous videos, so thank you very much for that. Even if I never get my question answered, well you are now, do you think in the future cloud storage is going to take over? Well, I don't think it will take over, but I do use cloud storage at the moment, and primarily I use two different services. I use Dropbox for sharing videos, graphics and other bits of information around with the network of people that I sort of share things with, and Dropbox is fantastic. I've got it installed on my iPad, on my Mac Pro and also my MacBook Air, and it allows me, when I need to maybe share a video file, to very easily pop that into a folder, share it with someone else, and then they can pull it down onto their local computer. So Dropbox is fantastic. Now I do also use iCloud, but in a very limited sense, so I'm not really going to include that in this conversation. The other type of cloud storage I use is Backblaze, and I use that to actually back up my Mac Pro and my MacBook Air to servers, or the cloud as such, so that if the unthinkable happened and somebody burgled my house, or my house was in a fire and I lost all of my data, including my backups, because I do back up to hard drive as well, then at least I've still got my data safe in the cloud, and I can download it or order a restore disk from Backblaze and get all of my data back and get up and running again. Now, data loss is inevitable for everyone. At some stage your hard drive is going to go wrong, so cloud storage really is the way to go, and it is the way of the future. But I don't think, as you're asking, is it going to take over? I don't think it'll take over quite yet, and the limiting factor with cloud storage, in my opinion, are data transfer speeds and bandwidth that you're offered up by your broadband or internet provider. For example, when I did my first backup on my Mac Pro using Backblaze, it took roughly, I think it was about 2 to 3 weeks to complete that initial backup. Now admittedly I've got a lot of data on my Mac Pro, so that was probably getting on for a terabyte's worth of data, so I am an exception to the rule in that aspect, in the fact that I did push a lot of data up into the cloud. But the thing that worries me is, if something did go wrong and I needed that data back, I would have to order a physical media. So I'd have to order a hard drive with that data on to restore from. If I was restoring from the cloud, it would take me absolutely ages to get all of that data back. I could get the essential data back quickly, but because the download speed takes so long, it would just take too long for me to get back up and running. Maybe it's not as critical for some people if you're just using your laptop for browsing the internet, photos, etc. If it takes you a week to get your data back, it's not too bad in some circumstances. But I think that cloud storage will only take over when we've got really, really fast broadband speeds, and that will happen in the future. So that's a great question. Do you use cloud storage? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave me some new questions as well, of course, and I'll see you all in the next Q&A.